Well, guys, I do believe we've reached that part in the commentary where shit just got real.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We are at the Moon Kingdom now. Joker's dead, right?
Yeah, he's dead. He's never coming back. Except for in Dream Champ tournaments, not sure why.
Because of volleyball.
And Namco versus Capcom.
Grandpa has been avenged.
But he's still dead.
Hey.
I want my grandpa back, you son of a bitch.
I want my grandfather back, you son of a bitch.
I just had like a horrible idea where it's like he takes Grandpa's corpse. It's like, don't worry, Grandfather, I'll revive you. Mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Oh,
God.
No.
Dear God.
Let's not get into that territory, okay, honey?
Okay. Next time.
I do believe Jordy just almost reached a breaking point. Again.
Sorry, sweetie.
I'm crying.
So, yeah. Here we are in Crest, the Moon Kingdom, and, well, so Hewpoe's not feeling too well.
Oh, it's nothing. I was just...
Really?
There has to be something that we can
Yeah,
do.
he's...
We have to stop Gladius's plans for revenge.
Obviously. I mean, why else would we be here? So, that said, here we are, the Kingdom of Legend. We're pretty much at the final tostada here. And,
This is it.
I mean, all things considered, I like this level. I mean, it's a little long in the tooth at points, but at the same time, it's like, it definitely feels like a final level. I mean, we've come so far, too.
Honey, are you still gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Anyway, continue.
So yeah, unfortunately, certain parts of the stage are blocked off by these colorful crystals. Now, in order to break them, you actually have to find a floating crystal that's the same color, break it, and all the other statues will break apart from it.
Gotcha.
By the way, check out the people being in this kingdom. They look rather
Like marshmallows.
yeah, they look like humanoid marshmallows.
You're so cute.
You know, they have a face that reminds me of a certain friend I know.
You're right, they do kind of look like that Claude guy from 2.
Sure, let's go with that. Anyway, break the crystal, and everything turns to dust.
Onwards.
You know, because people post commentary might want it.
I'm surprised there hasn't been some sort of official collaboration between Kirby and Klonoa.
They're both Dream Bay.
They're both Dream characters, they're both, cutesy platformers, and,
They're both.
And one of them, and they'll always be 2D even though James is pissed and demands that they be made into 3D platforms.
well, Kirby, well, to be fair, it's kind of high time Kirby got a 3D platformer anyway, considering they've been planting the seeds for a few years now.
I
Especially
agree,
with recent
actually.
launches.
Oh god!
Oh!
Run!
Oh, man.
Run away!
Nope.
I thought what Logan was about to say was that, like, the only difference is that one of them has very sadistic and monstrous undertones, and the other is Klonoa.
Yeah. The difference is that one of them exists right now.
But
That's
but there's definitely one thing they share in common. They both suck.
Ba-da-bum.
Ha!
Well, no. Kirby only sucks. Klonoa just blows.
Ha! You got
That was
us
pretty
there.
good. That was pretty good, Steve.
Fun for the whole family.
What do we do with these coins again?
They're your extra lives.
Oh. Doing
In a
pretty
game
good.
where you get them by the boatloads, it's not like you're gonna get a game over anytime soon.
Right. Okay, there's those ones. Especially, and also as we just now saw, a game that is also very generous with its checkpoint system even.
Oh yeah, there's clocks all over the place. And now that I think about it, that's actually a parallel between Klonoa and Knights.
Oh, that's right, yeah, the TikTok, the night, what are they called? Jordy,
Honey, you know Knights.
what are the alarm clock enemies in Knights called?
The Awakeners.
Yeah. They look like Awakeners.
Actually, that reminds me. Logan, when do you think we'll eventually get to Journey of Dreams?
I'm planning on that. I need to double check, actually. You know what? Nothing against this level, but I know that it's a level that I've seen before. I'm actually going to check right now to make sure I still own Journey of Dreams. Otherwise, we'll have to see how. Otherwise, I'll have to see how far emulation gets me.
Well, I doubt an emulation of it shouldn't be too extraneous. I mean, if you're able to
I still
play
want to
Punch
play
Out,
it. I still never played Journey of Dreams, and I want to.
I
I
couldn't
still have
find
it for the
any.
Wii.
Aw.
And there's none of my shoe.
No. Okay, I do still own it.
Okay.
I do still got it.
And actually, just going
Steve,
back to
Jordy,
ceiling
did you
work-
get a reference?
Yeah, I
Which
got
one?
the shoe bit.
I
It's
didn't
from
find
Resident Evil,
any!
sweetie.
Oh, that one, yeah.
And then none of my shoes.
And just going back to Knights, sis, if you are gonna go into it,
Thank you,
I would
physics.
suggest. If you are gonna go into Knights, I would suggest playing the original first. You know, just so
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
get better acquainted with everything.
Oh god, those
Yeah.
fucking moves are just going all over that.
Did the original have
Oh,
any?
wait.
I forget. Did the original
It's
have
Nights
any?
into
It's
Dreams.
Nights
Nights
into
into
Dreams.
Dreams.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so NID and then there's Nights Journey of Dreams, JOD.
Okay.
Which, yeah, first off, I'm not gonna get an A rank in that. I'm not gonna
Which
get an
is
A rank
fine.
in
We,
which all it
we
changes
don't
is the
expect
credits
more out of
music.
you.
Yeah.
What
Does
it does is go on.
Does Journey of Dreams also have a stipulation where you need to get a certain grade to get to the true ending?
I don't think so. I think you just have to beat both
Yeah.
campaigns, which I will do. I'll
I wouldn't
record
be
both.
surprised if it does, and that you still have to get a C rank in every level in order to progress. But at the same time, it's like
The only
how hard is it to get anything above a D rank?
I'll tell you right now, the one boss I am not looking forward to is the frickin' chameleon.
Oh my god, I hated the chameleon. He pissed me off to no end.
Hey James, do you want a boss that is random, that is completely randomly generated? Like it's randomly. All you have to do is you have to find him in a very big map that's all 2D side scroll that all looks
Ah
the
shit!
same.
Ah
That all looks the same, and
shit!
he's
I wish I
moving.
could fly.
Yeah, it's the most time-consuming. It's the most insulting. Like, oh, how good can you do? You can't. It's basically random. He's moving around. I'm not looking forward to that boss. Everything else though, I'll be okay. Hey, let me look up true ending unlock. As far as I know for now, getting all A ranks only changes the credits music so that instead of the two kids singing the theme song, you hear the two adults like they did back in the original Nights into Dreams.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me check it here on this fact.
By the way,
guy.
I love this clever attention to detail. Notice that technically there was a statue on top of
Yeah.
that door. That's supposed to show that both of those crystals are blocking
Oh.
progress there.
Okay, and so that you can also tell from a glance. Okay, I can go through here now.
Whoa! Get a load of that egg. That is a very gent egg.
Imagine the
Oh,
omelet you can
jeez.
make with that sum.
No.
I kind of want a cheese omelet.
I prefer them scrambled. Okay, I wasn't gonna go anywhere with that.
Okay,
Let's move
okay.
on.
All right. Also, I just checked. Yeah. Okay, you do need to get a C rank on all missions
I figured as such.
to get to
Again,
the true boss and stuff.
aside from the chameleon, how hard is it to do?
Not terribly. Just do decently. It's a lot easier to get a C rank in Journey of Dreams than it is in Nights into Dreams.
Yeah. Anyway, we might as well cut off that tangent of dreams
Yeah,
because we're
sorry.
actually about to come to a really big revelation, starting with this level.
Let's do it.
Oh, right.
But first, let's let this nice piece finish up.
Is
Because we're almost done with it.
Oh yeah. Each time we get a new group of people, we add on the song.
Yep.
And I think this is the last level where we have to rescue people, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Let's do it.
The time of rebirth.
Reboith.
Prince Hewpoe.
He called him a prince.
Prince Hewpoe,
What does the Marshmallow Man want?
I have terrible news. The kingdom has been taken over by a fiend named Gaudius.
Well,
What is it?
shit.
What is it, untextured man?
And Klonoa's like, say what?
Lafice.
No.
No, that's not Lafice.
It looks like Lafice.
That's the queen.
And it's not just a regular queen. It's Hewpoe's mama.
Mama Pete! Ah, shit, sorry.
Sneezed.
Mama Pete! No.
Mama Hewpoe.
I forget the queen's full name, but yeah.
Oh no, we broke
Jordy again.
Jordy.
Sorry, honey.
voice.
This is such a sentimental scene, and we're already ruining it with Mama Peach.
They already ruined the last sentimental scene because they've
That
seen
is
already.
true. So
'Cause-
now it's time for the truth. What Hewpoe really looks like. A time bomb. No, I'm kidding. He looks like this.
Aw.
That's Hewpoe.
It's cute.
He looks stupid.
I'm actually the Prince of
It looks like he's trying to. It looks like he's trying to do some sort of epic Bomberman cosplay. He just
Yeah.
forgot the visor part.
It looks like he's stuck.
No,
in,
wait,
like-
no. He's doing a Chow cosplay.
I was
Yeah.
about to say,
Wait,
he
what?
does have... It does kind of look like a Chow, like he has the head and the similar color scheme, just a completely wrong face.
But I promise I'll explain everything later.
No, BS. I want to know now. Why didn't you actually help us? And no, we brought your ass and saved this entire world because you told us to. No. I love how he's begging because even... Okay, I'll give Hewpoe the credit that I love how desperately he's begging because even Hewpoe realizes how BS the fact that he can't explain what's going on yet really is.
I don't know how much this means.
Yeah.
Well, Hewpoe, it appears you.
Well, Hewpoe, if you're finished shouting out all of your dialogue... Stop shouting all your lines!
Now you should go and take shelter someplace safe with the others.
Talk quieter! Use your indoor voice!
It's like we're in the middle of a fucking crisis here.
Hewpoe, we're
But you
That's
can
not stopping
talk
her
and...
from being calm.
But you... but you can
I'm
talk and
surprised
say
why she
things...
isn't raising her voice any louder.
But you can talk and say things without raising your voice in dramatic tension.
Speaking of dramatic tension, here we go to our final level in the game.
Well,
Yeah.
Hewpoe, would you like strawberry or cinnamon Pop-Tarts? I want blueberry!
Now, Hewpoe, there's no need to shout.
I want peanut butter.
Hewpoe, what would you like on your pizza? I want pepperoni!
I want sausage.
I want spinach and tomato.
Hanyu Cray Cray.
Shut up.
Meanwhile, after that very emotional scene with Klonoa, he was like, I'm very sorry for your loss!
Ouch! Fuck!
Oh,
I hate that part so much.
It is stupid.
Nice.
Are you telling me this book isn't available in this library?
Oh God.
What do you mean the SNES Classic is sold out?
You guys are crazy.
I want my money back.
What?
But
Duper's
fortunately... Oh, I was just...
Duper's having a baby!
You know, it's no wonder why Hewpoe was dropped after this game.
But fortunately, the element of stealth is on our side!
Guys, you're
They'll never
crazy.
see us coming! Whoa, what was
Why do you
that?
say
What was
things that
that?
you know will
Okay.
hurt me?
Oh.
Okay, no, real talk, James, what was that? I don't think I've ever seen you use that ability yet.
That was my stupid win move. Basically, with that, it slows down every enemy on screen.
And that I know for a fact is added to the
Oh.
remake.
Why haven't we used that before now?
Because there's not too many instances where that's really useful.
Oh, and wait, Hype mentioned, so this was new?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was added to the remake. I mean, for what it's worth, I see where they were going with this, but it's like I would have appreciated more if more than half of the game's enemy roster wasn't so goddamn slow and casual.
Yeah, I mean, they're like fast and like.
I mean, look
bumping
at
all
that
over the
move over
place.
there. He's just casually strolling on along.
I've seen Waddle Dees move faster than him.
Well, these can.
Hey, Klonoa, you think this thing can move any faster?
Here's a question: whose fault do you think it is, the voice actor or the voice director?
Boy,
Probably the
I'd
voice
say,
director.
unfortunately, yeah, I can say unfortunately 9 times out of 10 it's the voice director because if the voice director didn't like how it was being said, they could have at any point in time they can usually change the voice actor. Voice actors
mean,
are a lot easier to change.
I love how people.
I mean, at the end of the... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I love how people usually tend to either forget or purposely ignore that voice directors are as big a fault of a performance than the actor.
Yeah.
Right. So, at any point in time, if you're thinking to yourself, my God, whoa, waterfall thingy, moon waterfall.
Looks
At
like
any point in
sand.
time, public service announcement. At any point in time, if you're listening to the delivery of a line, the enunciation, just the tone itself. Okay. At any point in time, if you're like, God, they're such idiots. What were they thinking? Remind yourself that there is at least 4 to 5 people, typically in a big production, that have to hear that exact same take and say, yes, I like this. Let's put this in the final cut. Those 5 people are the people who really get the those 5 people are like... I imagine if the 5 people wanted that line to sound differently and they told the voice actor would happily say yes. And they
And
would
people
go ahead
wonder
and
why
do that.
I'm so picky.
So yeah.
So
So
yeah, keep them. Ooh. So yeah, keep that in mind, Sonic fans that still like to harp on Roger Craig Smith.
I mean, all things considered, though, the more I think about it, it's like, sure, yeah, we are making all these jokes of Hewpoe just yelling at the top of his lungs, but in all fairness, he's still a kid.
Right.
Yeah,
How
I
many
was
kids do you
gonna
think?
say.
How many kids do you think of that speak so softly in the middle of a crisis?
Actually, I can probably think of like 2 that speak too softly
Clement-
for themselves. And any of the Clementine. Well, Clementine, that's fine. Like she's put in situations where she needs to be stealthy. I was thinking more of like any of at least half of the kids in that Christmas special that Nostalgia Critic was looking at, or either some of them were very clearly like 20-year-olds trying to sound like they were young kids, or they were actual kids trying to talk and slurred all their words together like they're drunk.
Oh
By the
god.
way, by the way, going on that short real quick, what was the deal with the grandma?
Oh, that's a different one.
I don't know. No, that was the grandma. That was Grandma governed over by a reindeer.
Oh
no,
yeah.
no, he's talking.
No. I'm talking about the one from that short we were just talking about. The one that you couldn't. She was practically the Donald Duck of that short. You couldn't understand a word she said.
Oh no! Not the special that looked like Parappa. No, I'm talking about the special that looked like it was trying to be Disney animation, but it didn't work. It was the Christmas tree and like had the real bear that almost ate the kids, and like then the old evil the old evil. I'm totally not an evil stepmother, but I'm totally playing an evil stepmother. Takes a chainsaw and then Santa like zaps her with lightning.
I don't even remember this short at all. Then.
Oh, it's not a short.
either.
It's like a special, and boy howdy, do you have a watch ahead of you.
Oh God.
Assuming you won't go out of your way to watch it.
Yeah, I probably won't. Because honestly, if there's one thing I don't really care too much about nowadays, it's Christmas shorts.
Fair enough.
It really
I'm
depends
not.
for me.
Just because Hype loves it when I date our videos, I'm not really looking forward to the. I'm not looking forward to the Illumination Grinch.
yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
I am not.
Me neither.
Oh,
I
just
mean,
for
there
a minute.
already was an, somewhat animated Grinch. I mean,
There's been like 3.
emphasis on
3.
somewhat.
Yeah, there was the original 2D Grinch. There was
That
the
Chuck
Jim
Jones
Carrey
did.
Grinch.
The Jim
There
Carrey
was
one.
the
There
Grinch
was that Halloween
Grinches.
one.
There, yep, and then there was the Grinches, the
Cat
cat in
in
a
the
hat
Hat.
with a Grinch.
I remember that one.
That one I don't remember.
It's
Which
it's
also-
something else. I'll say that much.
It sounds like a fan fiction.
It really does, but it was okay. The only line that I always found a bit funny is when Cat in the Hat is leading the entire crowd to help cheer him up, and I'm assuming Grinch actually has a real meaning, like an actual meaning to the word,
I wouldn't be surprised.
because
Probably.
otherwise the way he describes it is, "Come on, everybody, we're gonna."
Yeah,
That
you're
was supposed to be
saying?
someone
Know
else
what you
screaming.
saying?
I was
so
gonna
like
say,
literally the word Grinch.
yeah, I don't know, but because there's a line where it's like, "Come on, everybody, we're going to ungrinch the Grinch," and I'm thinking to myself, that would not work in any other situation. Like, "Come on, everybody, we're gonna unsteve the Steve."
Time to de-Logan the Logan.
It's like, what is that? Okay, we're out.
Looking at the definition, it just says a person who is mean-spirited and unfriendly.
Okay, so that's the reason why it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Judge yourself.
And
Judge
no,
yourself.
it's
Shit
not-
makes sense.
Yes.
And no, it's not Urban Dictionary.
Okay.
Okay.
That must be
well.
good.
Gee, thanks.
Freaking, you're no Sir Kibble. Yeah, here.
Yes, it's
Sir Kibble?
Man, is it huge.
Oh boy.
I was talking about the thing throwing the boomerang.
Yay, we ferried everyone.
Hooray!
Yay.
That
It'll
little
lead to
guy.
a special surprise later.
Yep, which is still which I still think is not as humorous as it was in the original.
Guys, upon further research, looking at that word, it says the origin is from the title character in Dr. Seuss's book.
Okay, so he flat out became an archetype. Like his name has just become synonymous with. being mean and all that. So yeah, so knowing that it's its name, it's still that you're saying we're going to untim the Timon. What? That would leave him as nothing.
That being said, I'd be lying if I said I didn't have some kind of fondness to the Grinch's the Cat in the Hat. Like,
I love it. No, I'm just saying that's the one line that confuses me.
And I thought that would have been a good idea in hindsight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, the whole special, the cat's house, the Grin, like, it was fun.
The Grinch using that ray on everything, it's a lot of fun. But, like, if I'm being objective, I still do prefer, like, the original Chuck Jones Grinch and Friz-Freleng Cat in the Hat. Like, the Friz-Freleng Cat in the Hat especially. Like, the guy that they got to voice the cat is, like, probably one of my favorite old-time actors, because he just put his all into that.
And he made Grinch such a nice, and, okay, sorry, frickin' Mike Myers. Unlike Mike Myers, he made Cat in the Hat more, like, soft-toned and more kind-sounding, not just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
he was making fun. He was having fun with the situation, not just going tits a blazing.
Yeah.
But guys, what about the old 1970s cartoon?
That's
Oh yeah,
what
the
we're
original
talking
What are
about.
you referring to?
The Cat in the Hat, the guy who voiced the Cat in the Hat. I'm trying to remember his name.
I think that's
Alan
what we're
Sherman.
talking about.
Alan Sherman.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what we're.
That's what we were
okay.
talking about earlier, yeah.
Yep.
How often do you think of? How often do you hear of Chuck Jones and Friz-Freleng cartoons being made like in the 90s?
Right.
Technically, I think Cat in the Hat was made in the 80s.
Right. Well,
Okay.
whatever the case. Similar.
But
And of course, Charles
it
Martinet
doesn't make.
did a decent job
I was
still.
gonna say it doesn't make sense that he passed away in 1973.
That's close,
poor
I
guy.
guess. Again, but bear in mind, Seeley, Vincent Price was in an animation that released nearly 10 or so years after he died.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's
Or
true.
not even 10, it probably wasn't 10 years, I'm probably
What,
blowing that
Cobbler?
out.
I think it was more like, I think it was actually 3 years.
3 years, okay, but yeah, still, that happened. What else was I going to say? And again, I thought Charles Martinet did a nice Cat in the Hat. Oh, we're suddenly flying.
I completely forgot he voiced Cat in the Hat.
You enter a door and
at some
suddenly you're
point.
flying.
Dang it! I didn't realize we were playing Mario Galaxy this early.
I am getting Mario Galaxy vibes from this.
Nahatu?
What?
Jinx.
Would both
One
Galaxies
dreamy
have been out about this time?
Just the first one,
When did the second one come out again?
2010.
That's what I thought.
And that's just a hologram of Klonoa. He's just viewing him, all Wicked Witch of the West in her pot.
I'll get you yet, my pretty.
And Hewpoe, too.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, I guess it wasn't a
never
hologram.
mind.
It's real! Run!
There he is.
Are we already doing the boss right now? I thought we...
Well, we're doing
Yeah,
the
we're here.
first phase of the boss right now.
I never thought
Well,
we'd
to be
be
fair,
fighting...
it's not. To be fair, your mooks are pretty dang lax. So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah. Could have given one a gun or something, not just have him waddle around.
Well, technically one of them does have a gun, and even then it wasn't much of a hassle.
I barely even count that as a gun, to be honest.
Also, just seems like such a sudden jump in his troops. Like, here are my troops that waddle around and mostly make a cute bouncing sound as they move. Here are the ones that fly around and occasionally bump you on the head. Here is the one that kills your grandfather. Wait, what? And here is the one that brings about the end of the world. Hold up, where? What?
And here is the one that brings about Knack 3.
And here is the one that, and here's the one that spoiled, and here's the one that leaves your milk carton out of the fridge when you clearly want it inside being refrigerated.
And here's the one that likes to kill grandpas.
And here is the one who likes to milk a joke dry. Oh wait, that's me.
And here is the one that spoiled this week's episode of Game of Thrones.
So
Too
yeah,
bad we're
just
missing
Gaudius
this.
being his own little bad guy. Okay, so we're fighting him.
So yeah, Gaudius is our boss this time around, and look at that lovable void he has under his cloak.
Yeah.
Those
Complex. So,
Well, to be fair, this fucker predates Count Black.
that is true.
Oh, wow.
And
By
just like
technicality,
every
he
other,
does.
Just like every other mean boss fight, just grab his own things and throw him because he'll never move.
They never take that into account.
They never really do they?
Yeah. Now you do want to be careful with this fight because he does release certain energy beams which will transport you outside of this ring, and in which case you literally have to reach the portal that'll take you back inside. I don't know if you can actually hurt him while outside of the ring. I think that's just nothing more than a distraction.
Okay.
You know, he could try to swat you with his hands while he's doing all this.
Yeah, do something.
He's
Be
not
more
he's not a very good fly swatter.
Uh-oh. He's doing something.
Well then,
I
heck out
prefer
with
magic over physical. Oh.
I think he's changing the rotation of the wheel.
It helps to have 3 heads as opposed to 1.
Oh jeez,
Three
what's
heads are
happening now?
better than one. What the?
So now all the ammo you need are stuck within that in that triangle. Now to get rid of it, you just have to shoot your wooden bullet at those 3 green thingies on the edges. There you go.
Oh, I see.
And he's done.
Bad.
Yay!
Thank you, Gaudius.
This was not a very well thought out strategy, I'll admit. I'm exploding.
And that's literally where the level ends.
Ah! Fine.
Of course, it's never always that simple. Tune in next part for the actual finale.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.